This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Extra inning baseball, but it was worth the wait as the Rangers finally earned a win in Seattle. 6-4 in 11 innings. They pull it out and hold on and get the win. A huge, huge win on this first Saturday of August. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day. And in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you so much for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the great work of Bryce Paterick each and every day. But today, this one was all about the Rangers finally getting it done in Seattle.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Tell you what, last night was really rough. I want to say really quickly, I know there were some comments, and I know there were a lot of people in the media after last night's loss that said, hey, this one is not on Robert Garcia. This is on the offense. And yeah, we talked about the offense, and we talked about that opportunity that they had with a runner on third with one out, but I'm sorry. I completely disagree. I have said all season long that Robert has been one of my favorite relievers, but I liked him much better earlier in the year when he was pitching more frequently, and he just seemed to do better in that role, period. That's how I see it and saw it. And I'm sorry, you can talk about the offense and they should have done this, but the bottom line is last night they had a 3-2 lead. All right. And Robert Garcia, with all due respect, I mean, he pitches right now the way things have gone since he's been the closer, he pitches maybe once, twice a week. And you have arguably, the biggest game of your season last night, and you come in with a lead. I'm sorry, you have the lead. You're the closer. It's your job to close it and get them out and not lose, period. I mean, I'm sorry. Again, the offense, you can blame the offense for a ton of losses, all right? A ton, all right? But not last night. No. Robert Garcia is the closer. He hadn't pitched. His job, though, to come in as the closer was to get that save and to close that game. That was it. They gave him the lead. Say what you want, but the offense, the Rangers offense, put more runs on the board than the Mariners had, and they would have won. And so I know there's some people that wrote about it and said, no, this is about – no, I just completely disagree. And we'll talk more about Garcia in this one, but I just wanted to say that because there were some comments and some things made. And hey, you know what? If you disagree with me, that's fine. Go ahead. That's your prerogative, and I have no problem with that. We can agree to disagree, but I'm sorry. That in a game like that, when you haven't pitched a lot, that's your job to come in there and close that game, not give up a 2-run homer to the number 8 or number 9 hitter on the team. You can't do it. Sorry. So, all right. Well, anyway, let's go on to today. Daytime baseball, battle in Seattle continuing, and for the Rangers, finally a finish that went their way. 2-2 after 9 innings, and the red-hot Kyle Higashioka, who hit the big 2-run homer in the third, broke the tie with a clutch RBI single, and then with the bases loaded, Marcus Semien grounded out to give the Rangers another run, 4-2, And so 4-2 going into the bottom of the 10th, redemption time for Robert Garcia. No way he could blow it again after last night, right? Wrong. Randy Arozarena probably hit the hardest ball of his entire career. I don't think he could hit one any harder than he did. A 2-run bomb to left. That tied the game at 4-4. Garcia came out with a back spasm. Hopefully he's okay. Luis Curvelo, in his second big league game, had to come in, get the final out. And then in the top of the 11th.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Top of the 11th. How about Jock Peterson getting it started with a base hit to left? That moved Adolis Garcia to third. And then Wyatt Langford and Ezekiel Duran came through with back-to-back RBI singles. That put the Rangers up 6-4. And then Curvelo, the former Mariner minor leaguer, was able to shut the door on his former team. Game over, and a huge win for the Rangers. They get it done. Earlier in the game, I got to say, I was very impressed with Merrill Kelly, who made his Rangers debut and T-Mobile Park debut. Kelly, I knew he was good, but man, I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw today. Very impressed. Great arsenal. Love the way that he mixed locations and speeds. That is how you pitch. And everything was great for Merrill Kelly until the bottom of the 6th, when he allowed a run to score on a disengagement violation, which is not the same as a balk. And then Julio Rodriguez, who tied it up with the base hit. The fact that Kelly melted down and threw the ball to third when there were 2 outs, that tells me he was really amped up about making his debut. And to me, that's a good thing. I can live with that. He was amped up, he was pumped up, and just, he's human. And he made a mistake in the heat of the battle, but thankfully they got out of it. He's a ginger too, and I one of my rules in life, I don't mess with gingers. But in all seriousness, how about the 2 new guys, Danny Colum again? I mean, talk about gutsy pitching, getting out of that bases loaded jam with 1 out. KC struck out looking both Arozarena and Cal Raleigh. I mean, that was awesome. Phil Maton looked great again. And thankfully, the Rangers, like I said, finally had a game and a finish go their way, especially in Seattle. And now they have the chances, as bad as the first 2 losses were, right? I mean, if they win tomorrow behind DeGrom, tied again, and it's a whole different vibe. So a huge Sunday tomorrow, a huge Jacob DeGrom day tomorrow. And one other note about Higgy, I agree with what's been said, and I saw it on social media as well. I mean, he absolutely has to be in the lineup, period. Whether you catch him or DH him, he is red hot right now. I said the same thing about Sam Haggerty. Bruce doesn't listen to me on that, but at least keep Higgy in there and let him ride this out. He has been, ever since the road trip before the All-Star break, when he went back to California, he has been red hot. And so ride it out. Keep it going. All right, we're going to take our time out. Want to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. We'll do that when we come back. This is the Rangers Postcast. Well, after a late night last night, no doubt today was time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape ginger and lime flavor of your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Now, let's be honest. Some days on the course or off it, you just need that extra boost to stay sharp and energized. All right. So golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors, of course. So the grape ginger lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without chasing down the bev cart. So if you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5hourenergy.com, you can use my promo code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. The offer is only valid through until September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. Now, whether you're meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 holes into 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion-flavored 5-hour energy shots today. All right, it's great to be with you on this Saturday. Welcome back to the Rangers postcast. After the Rangers get a huge win in 11 innings, they sink the Mariners by the final of 6-4. And let's get things going. We've got Alf, I see you down there, but championship games getting in first, saying glad to see Peterson still hitting fifth. Meanwhile, our hottest hitter is batting eighth. Well said. Big-eared rat says, pony up the cash, Ray Davis. We need Kelly Colomb and Maton back next year. Yeah, good call, calling your shot. I like that. Mother Pig says, and Haggerty is twiddling his thumbs on the bench. Alf says, as always, love me some Higgy. Welcome to Texas, Merrill. And thank you, Alf. Alf says, Peagle up. And thank you for the kind words, as always. Hope you and Shirley are having a good weekend, and will continue to do so. Big-eared rat says, thank you, Bochi. Let's see. This is Resplendent Ace. How much damage has to be done before they finally accept that changes need to be made? Silent Doom says Bochy and Garcia are gone after this year. No business sending that fool out there today after last night. Soldier X says the closer gave up 2 home runs, 4 runs, took a loss, and a blown save on eight pitches. Yeah, that's true. Peterson got a hit, says Texas Rangers Rich. He did. Texas Hobby Ben, hello to you. What a roller coaster of a game. Yeah, it really was. I mean, I'll tell you what. You look at some of these other games and other scores around baseball, but man, I'll tell you what. I mean, this felt like a playoff game. All the games have, and you know, I've said this before. I mean, the Mariners they've been building, right, and they're kind of little brother pumping out their chests, and the Rangers. I mean, hey, they won the World Series, as you know, 2 years ago. So, I mean, this is the real deal. This is intense. And then you got the whole Astros thing, and they lost again today. So it's got a lot of baseball left, is what I'm trying to say. And I'll tell you what, I had seen teams before, and it's happened where you have one team that completely dominates during the regular season, and then you get to the postseason, and it's a whole different animal. So we'll see. You know, bottom line is, like I said, as bad as last night and Thursday night were, huge win today, and if they tied up tomorrow, then it's a split, and you go home for a 9-game homestand, and hopefully don't see them again. And look, I'll say this about the Mariners. I mean, they're tough to beat there, just like the Rangers are tough to beat here in Texas. So the Rangers are just hot. I mean, I don't know. Hotter's just better. Summer, hot gossip. Hotter's just better. For those of you that watch the stream, you got that one. Soldier X says it's a good thing they pulled this thing out. Losing this game, you're staring at a sweep and season being over. Enough of Heim and Garcia. Train Guy says, whew, that was close. Yeah, it was. Isaac Harlan says, yes, they did it. They beat Seattle finally. Now do it again tomorrow. Silent Doom says, I'll be damned. We won. Championship Game says, if not for one person, we'd be a game up on the Mariners and 3.5 back of the Astros, who lost again. I'm just in disbelief that we keep running them out there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too proud when I make a mistake. I'll admit it. I mean, is it just me, or have you guys seen it as well? And I'm not just talking about the last 2 games, but didn't Robert Garcia look better early in the season when Bochy was using him a lot in the 7th and 8th innings? And I keep saying this, and I don't mean to be redundant, but ever since he was named the closer, I mean, number one, hasn't had a lot of close. I mean, the Rangers have been in so many weird games that there haven't been a lot of traditional save situations, number one. But I just, he's been pitching once, maybe twice a week, and just to me, just has not been the same. So I don't know. I know Boch said before the game he got mad. People are talking about him, and he's my closer, and I get that. I love Boch, and I respect that, and you got to back your guy, especially publicly. But like I said, I mean, last night, I'm sorry to say that was on the offense when the offense gave him a 3-2 lead. I'm sorry. I just completely disagree there. So if it's just me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Ricky Gonzalez says Rangers have lost quite a few close games to Seattle. It's about time they grind one out and got a W. I agree. Texas Hobbyman says, there we go. I'm liking Curvelo's flair. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You need a little bit of that emotion. We love that when Adolis gets like that, So, hey, and if he can do that and continue to get guys out, bring it on. It's awesome. BB says, hooray, finally a win in Seattle in 11 innings as well. Now go for the win tomorrow. Yep, got to get that split. Philip says, I'm finally going to get to watch live. Curvelo should be our closer. Noah Day says, so I guess soft hits are the key. I'll tell you what, I thought Dave Raymond had a great line about the 2 hits when he called them grenades. That was the perfect call and verbiage there on that one. Let's see. BB says Garcia needs to be benched. Good for Curvelo and Peterson. Yep, no doubt. Thank you, Championship Games. I appreciate that. I did pitch pretty well in Little League, but I don't think I could do that now. Be fun though, but I couldn't do that. Not at that level. They would crush me for sure. Blue Jay M says, I don't trust that Gray too much. Not sure what they should do with him. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking right now he's going to be kind of the new Jacob Latz for a while. Like he'll be the guy kind of coming in when they need 3 innings or so in the middle of a game, unless they. Yeah, I don't see them moving him to a starter at this point unless there's an injury. Plus, hopefully, Tyler Mahle is going to be back this month as well. Silent Doom says the new pitchers are coming in and dealing. Yeah, I mean, I like the fight. I like the passion. I like the fact that they get it and they know what there's no mystery. There's no, well, we're just trying to get to the playoffs. I mean, this team won the World Series the season before last. So it's about getting back there and winning it again. That's the goal, period. So these guys get it. They're not here to, it's not about, bottom line is you got to get into the playoffs. And I know it's a cliche, but of all the sports, right? I mean, really, the baseball postseason, I feel like, sports radio cliche, but it really is a crapshoot because any team can get hot. Hey, a lot of people didn't think the Rangers were going to do anything in 2023, and look what they did. So, Keith, there you are, Keith. Hello, wind calm. Another great day of fishing today. YouTube video coming soon. Awesome. So we got a double win today. Isaac says, Jock Peterson figuring it out finally. I hope. I mean, he's had some better at-bats and better swings. I hope so. Texas Hobbyman says, I was surprised we didn't get a bat during the trade deadline. Yeah, I don't know if they could. I don't know if they had enough. There really weren't a lot available that could really fit or work. Evan Carter, we didn't mention, placed on the IL. Hopefully he's going to be okay. They need to get him right and kind of firing again. I would be all for, if you want to let him maybe sit even more, bring him back, at the end of whatever, but he needs to get right and needs to get his body right. And we'll see. Hopefully Josh Young will be able to come back tomorrow. He was available to pinch hit, so hopefully he'll be back. They need him out there and get him going as well. Philip says, if Garcia steps out there any later than the 7th, then everyone should be fired. And Philip also says, I'm tired of hearing about how bad our offense is. Not true. Our lineup just sucks. Stop putting Peterson out there. Get Haggerty when Heim is catching. Put Higgy out there. Yeah, and look, I mean, I'm not trying to be a homer. Like I don't work for the team. I don't get any. Nobody calls me and thanks me or says great job or thank you for what you said. I'm just in it for you guys and to make this show the best it can be. But I'm just saying, look, today, the Dodgers, the best team in baseball history, shut out by the Rays 4-0. Look at the game today. I mean, against Colum, Arozarena and Cal Raleigh, right? You'd say they're pretty good. Raleigh's had a pretty good season, right? Struck out looking. Cal Raleigh, okay, struck out 5 times today. So all I'm saying is, yeah, the Rangers need to get going, and they need some guys to get going. But it's like I said last night. They scored, and they've been better. They have been better in July and now into August. And hopefully, again, Seattle's been a nightmare, but they got one more, and then they come back for 9 more games at home against teams that they should be able to score some runs on this homestand. So, and then, before you know it, September will be here, and then it's pitching, clutch hits, and winning games. And so I want to see what this team can do. But they had to get this one today. Huge bounce back win, and hopefully they can pick up the split tomorrow. Crimson Guard says 9 saves blown, 9 saves, 5 blown. Let's see. I gotta wrap this up, guys. I'm sorry. Mark says big win, but I like the way the game went down. They showed a lot of guts coming back to win, and Garcia blew another save as well as getting hurt, which now means he's no longer the closer. Yeah, probably. That's what I was thinking. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's nothing serious, just a back spasm. Joel says Colum needs to be the closer, not Garcia. And Matt says, congratulations on the win. Tomorrow, Evans has no chance against the Rangers. All right. Great stuff today, guys. Hey, thank you. I know it's been a long few nights and long game today, but we got a lot of people watching live, a lot of great comments. Thank you to everybody. I said this last week, because of the time constraints, I can't read every single comment like I did earlier because more of you are jumping in and participating. So if I missed anything, it's nothing personal, or I literally I try to multitask, but I do get to read every comment, but sometimes I have to kind of pick it up because of the sake of time. But thank you. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it very much. Enjoy this win tonight, and we will do it again tomorrow after the finale. Hope you can be with me. If not, enjoy your Sunday, and we'll get ready for a big homestand coming up. Final today, though, the Rangers bounce back, and they finally get a win in Seattle. Worth the wait. 6-4 in 11 innings. Huge win. Can't say that enough. This has been the Rangers Postcast.